Alright, hello YouTube. Today I'm doing a review of Clazzio leather seat covers. These are for a 2017 Toyota Tundra. This model has leather inserts. This portion is leather, 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 leather. The rest is a synthetic, I believe, PVC material. These sections, this section, essentially the bolsters, the headrest, and the back of the seat cover. So the seat cover fits pretty well. I mean, it's not as tight as a factory seat cover would be, but it's pretty darn close. You can see the seat cover tucks in around the plastic parts of the seat, so it looks more factory than seat cover. And until you get underneath, you don't realize it's really a seat cover. You can see here there's some straps. You can see that it kind of wraps around. Let me show you the back side. Clazzio tag there. Here are the rear seats. Once again, pretty good fit. You got leather on the parts that you sit on. Synthetic though for the middle seat, and leather once again on the parts you sit on for the other seat. Everything else is the synthetic material. Here's the little cutout for your seat raising switch. Everything else tucks in. The headrest fit pretty well. Now, one thing that doesn't work very well is the center console. This section here kind of will puff out if you lower this, and then you got to kind of tuck it in while you put this back in so that it looks right. You know, for right now it looks pretty good. The other thing is when you take this out, you'll see that this does sit in. Now this is initially when you put these in, this won't sit in at all. It won't hold the shape, but you leave it in there for a few months, it will. So that's not so bad. And you can see that the cover fits pretty well around all the edges of the center console. So when you fold it up, it puffs out a little bit, as you can see, which is not too bad. When I first got it, it puffed out a lot, and so I'd have to, really tuck it in. But now that it's been in its form for a few months, it's pretty good. So we'll show you the passenger side. Once again, you can see the cutout for the lever. Show you the underside. This is Velcro. Comes from the back side. Velcros together. See how it looks where the seat belts are. These kind of just sit over it. It's you might be able to tuck that in. I wasn't able to. I have a feeling that's how it's supposed to be. Either that, or I need to adjust this over. One thing to keep in mind with your adjustments though is that you want this seam here to line up with this seam. So you kind of have to do a best fit between the top and the bottom so that you get this alignment here. But you can see, there's the original cloth material underneath. You just pull that over. It stays in place. It's the back of the passenger seat, just like the driver's seat. And I'm going to go back to the front front of the passenger seat, or front of the cab, to talk a little bit more about the installation and overall quality of the seats. Alright, so here we're looking at the passenger side. You can see how it fits in around the plastic. And get a kind of close up of the stitching. All in all, the stitching is pretty good as far as everything being in alignment, everything being straight. There was an area on the back where it was a little bit off. I'll show you guys that. If you look at the left side, this horizontal seam, pretty straight. The right side, you can see that that horizontal seam is not straight. It goes slightly lower on the right hand side. Not too bad, but I can notice it. It's pretty good though. So the other thing to keep in mind that I mentioned earlier when doing the installation is this alignment here. On the back seats, they line up pretty well just because of the way the installation is. You have a little bit more play on these front seats because this is more of a cover. The back seats are almost like a complete wrap, but you know, sometimes it takes a little, you know, jiggle, kind of jimmying with these things to get them just right. All in all though, pretty good. So one other thing I wanted to note was that these do not follow the exact same pattern as the factory seats. So in this case with the Tundra, this seam here is similar, same with this and the bolsters. However, on the Tundra, the inner panels have a horizontal pattern like so, and so this pattern kind of deviates from that a little bit. I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's a personal preference thing. I thought the horizontal pattern of the factory seats kind of went with the rest of the interior designing a little better. But all in all, you know, I'm pleased with the product. So these go for around 450, 500 bucks. You can usually find a coupon. I think they list for $4.99, but there's coupons that bring it down to $4.50. Installation time is probably 3 to 5 hours for the whole thing. Now I had these on my 4Runner previously, so I had some experience with the installation process. It can be a little unnerving at first because some of the fits are very tight and you'll feel like you might rip your new seats that you just spent $500 on. But if you go slow, follow the instructions, there are some videos on YouTube on doing the installation. It's pretty straightforward. The other thing I wanted to comment on was the seats that I had for the 4Runner. I had for 2 years, and they looked just like this 2 years and 50,000 miles later. So the quality is really good. They're very durable. They don't show wear marks like you typically see in your leather seats on a factory leather install job. I had a G35 before this, and on my G35 these bolsters had tons of wear marks, wrinkles, you know, some cracks, a lot of wear on this leather insert on my G35. But these Clazzio seats show very little wear, you know, even after 50,000 miles. All in all, good product. I don't think Clazzio is actually the manufacturer. I believe they're just a distributor. Colors like this black on black are readily available. If you want custom colors, they do different color threads. So you could get this thread in red, for instance. Different color bolsters, vice inserts. So you could have black and gray, or you know, a lot of different color options. I believe the wait time for those are 14 weeks. You can also get custom things embroidered like Tundra, or you know, whatever the case may be. All in all, though, pretty good product. Good option as far as seat covers go. Protects your seats at the same time, dresses them up, kind of gives the truck a little bit of a more luxurious feel. So that's my review for the Clazzio seat covers. Any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or write me a comment. Take care.